Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for Major League Baseball on Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. We're going to have MLB player props, run lines, over-unders, NRFI here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that I think are great value bets for this Tuesday Major League Baseball slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Reminder here at the channel, guys, that we are partnered with PrizePicks, so be sure to use our code SFP for a 100% deposit match and your first deposit up to $100 on PrizePicks. You also use one of our links that we have down below in the comment section and description for that. Great app, guys. They specialize in player props. You can put multiple picks into an entry to win a lot of money. Really is a lot of fun to use. Highly recommend PrizePicks. It's one of my favorite ones to use, obviously. Appreciate you guys. Check that out. If you guys are interested in being a part of our comment capper section, be sure to drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. Speaking of that, I haven't been actually checking as much as I should, but Justin McKelvey has been killing it in the comment section, guys. He called the Orioles money line yesterday, another plus money cash. Great call from Justin McKelvey. All right, now shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and description for that. Great way to support the channel. What we do here at the channel is just $3.99 per month. You get access to our picks early. So custom emojis, a badge next to your name, roll colors in the Discord, and shout outs on our video. And like I said, it's just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel. But you know what? You guys liking and watching this video and sharing this video is all I really need. So I appreciate you guys, all the support that you guys do give. We've been off to a rough start here in Major League Baseball. Let's go over some of the results from yesterday. We ended up going 0-3. Obviously, that was a really tough day, especially the NRFI at the end of the night. That definitely hurt, just because I really thought we were going to cash that. We got down to 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and Suarez hits a double right down the line. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's just one of those things where we're having some tough luck here early in the season. Cardinals just didn't have it yesterday. Woodford came out, gave up a lot of runs, and just didn't get it done. On the way, the Rangers on a minus .5 first 5 innings run line. They lost that 2-0. The offense just couldn't get anything going. When Bradish went down and got injured, I thought they'd be able to get something going. It just never happened. But we are going to bounce back, guys. I'm 100% confident in that. This is early season woes, but I'm telling you, it won't last. We're going to get back on track. But be careful with your unit sizes, please, because while we're battling through the early part of the season, it might be a little bit of a struggle. But we got 3 plays I really like today, and hopefully we're going to turn that around. Let's get this 3-0 sweep. Let's get right into our picks here for today, guys. At number 1, we're going with the New York Mets, Milwaukee Brewers, no free bet, no run first inning, minus 108 odds on Bet Rivers. So we got Max Scherzer here going to the mound here, guys, for the Mets. 1-0 with a 4.50 ERA. 1-1 so far to the NRFI with a 1.00 whip. So obviously, guys, if Max Scherzer's on the mound, I mean that's an auto NRFI look. We're getting very good value, obviously, with him being on the mound. I don't foresee any problems with Scherzer, obviously. The dude's dominant. He should be able to get through the order. You never know, but he was obviously very solid in spring training as well. Allowing a 229 batting average and a 1.02 whip. So we know what Max Scherzer's about. Anytime you get an opportunity to bet on Max Scherzer, obviously it's a very good thing. On the other side, this is where, we're going to be a little bit more nervous. You're going to be a little bit more nervous about Wade Miley going to the mound here. However, his numbers were very solid last year. 3.16 ERA, 1.22 whip in 2022. In spring training, he was pretty solid overall. Actually, if you look at his, the biggest problem that he had, and we're not going to like this. This is where we're not going to like it. He had a 4.22 ERA, 158 batting average allowed, .94 whip. That's absolutely terrific. The only thing I don't like is he gives up the long ball a good bit. That's why that ERA is up there. He was giving up some home runs. So obviously we don't like to see that. But that is where, the reason I still like it is because, a lot of the big bats in the Mets lineup are off to a very slow start. Pete Alonso so far hitting 167. Francisco Lindor 143. Those are really the 2 guys I'd be really worried about hitting the ball going, yard, because they do have solid splits off of Miley as well. But I think here, as long as they can stay struggling just a little bit, just keep that ball in the park. Primarily Pete Alonso. Mets so far have NRFI'd in 4 out of 5 games. Their offense has. Brewers 4 out of 4. So the trends are definitely with us. This is a very hitter-friendly park, though. So that's another slight downside there. Milwaukee is one of the better hitting parks in baseball. So I still do like it. I like the value that we're getting with Scherzer, and Miley is solid enough. I think he can get it done. Get it done for us, Miley. So love it there for our number 1 pick, guys. We're going New York Mets, Milwaukee Brewers, NRFI bet here. No run first inning, minus 108 odds here on Bet Rivers. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with the Cleveland Guardians, minus 1.5 run line here, minus 110 odds on DraftKings. So, guys, prior to last night's game, I should preface this because I'm recording this. I'm recording this just a little while after. The Guardians 12th in runs per game. Athletics 29th in runs per game. But Athletics scored a bunch last night, so that's obviously going to skew that data. Athletics will move up from that. But overall, their offense is not scary. That's the point of what I'm trying to say. They did get some runs last night, but we got Shane Bieber going to the mound for the Guardians. 13-8 with a 2.88 ERA, 1.404 WHIP last year. Absolutely dominant in the springtime. 1.54 ERA, 0.64 WHIP. 163 batting average allowed in spring training. So he was fantastic. I think Bieber will shut these guys down. I don't think he'll allow any runs. I really don't. If you have a bet for that, I honestly think that's a good bet. But obviously, you never know. We'll see what happens. But I do like him to shut down the Athletics tonight. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs in his first start of the season as well. So he's been down. He's just very consistent, very dominant. We love Shane Bieber. We like what he has to offer. J.P. Sears on the other side here for the Athletics, 6-3, 3.86 ERA, 1.29 WHIP in 2022. However, in the spring he did struggle. 5.19 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, 304 average allowed in the spring. So I do like seeing that. You never know how guys are going to be able to handle the pitch clock, and obviously it could be more of an issue here for J.P. Sears. And as far as bullpens go, we have an edge with the bullpen as well. So far on the season, again, prior to last night, Guardians were first in bullpen ERA. Athletics 26th in bullpen ERA prior to last night. So, like I said, we'll see. Obviously, the Guardians do have an edge there as well. We'll see how it plays out. But I do like the Guardians here, guys. Full game. I think they get it done. I think they dominate today. So, love it there for our number 2 pick. We're going Cleveland Guardians, minus 1.5 run line here. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're going with Dansby Swanson, over 1.5 bases here for the Chicago Cubs. Minus 105 odds here on DraftKings. This Swanson's swinging one of the hottest bats in all baseball here to start the season. He's 3 out of 4 so far to this line and getting over 1.5 bases. He's hitting .588, 10 out of 17 for the season. You can't really do it much better than that. He's been absolutely incredible. He's slugging .706 with 2 doubles. So his numbers are great. He hasn't gone yard yet. I think he will soon. This would be a great place to do it. Cincinnati, as we know, is a great hitter's park. So I love that. I love the matchup overall, guys. Cincinnati, again, we mentioned it yesterday. They don't pitch great. They just don't. They had the 29th ranked bullpen preseason. I think you'll see that play out as the season goes. The bullpen, not going to be too good. Don't expect them to be too good. And they're starting pitching the same type of thing. Swanson here going up against Luis Sessa, who is 1 for 4 against in his career. Sessa had a 4.57 ERA, 1.29 WHIP last year. He had a 6.08 ERA at home last year and a 253 average allowed to righties for across the board. I think Swanson should be able to get some hits off Sessa here. I like the bet of him getting 2 hits as well for big plus value. I do like that play. And I also like the idea of Swanson going yard too. I think this would be a good spot for him to go yard. The weather's going to be favorable, right? High 70s, partly cloudy at first pitch. That is relevant. His ball could carry more, which is important for a bet like this. So always incorporate weather into your bases bets. I think that's very important. You wouldn't want it to be 40 degrees and cold. Even though you can still hit it, it's obviously nice to have the weather on your side as well. So not a lot of date history between Swanson and Sessa. Like I said, just 1 for 4. But I think we see it that Sessa definitely could struggle, and then if you get into the bullpen, same type of thing. Saw it play out yesterday. Swanson had 3 hits. So I think he's going to continue. Love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We're going Dansby Swanson over 1.5 bases here for the Chicago Cubs. -105 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. Guys, I promise you I'm determined to turn this around. I do not like starting 5-10 to a season. I really don't. That hurts. It's just not good. So we're going to get this 3-0 sweep today. We got to speak it into existence. We need to get it rolling here, guys. Obviously, early season is tough. We knew it would be tough, but I didn't know it would be quite this tough. So let's bounce back in a big way today, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And other than that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace out.